Hi, welcome to this week's Something for the Weekend. I'm Tony, sales manager at Martin Lynch & Sons, and I've done a little trip with Gary. We're at Friedrichshafen, so let's take a look at the Hamfest and see what's on offer. So what can you expect when you visit the Friedrichshafen Hamfest? Well, it's an event for radio amateurs from around the globe to meet up and enjoy all aspects of our wonderful hobby. On top of that, the leading product manufacturers, designers and social groups are present, displaying their latest offerings for the amateur community. Structured over 3 days, there's plenty to see and do, so you're never going to get bored and you're always going to be kept busy. And don't worry, there's plenty of food and drink available, so no need to worry there. Anyway, let's have a catch up with one of our manufacturers, ELAD. Okay, so we are back again and we're with ELAD. And for those that don't know, ELAD make the superb range of SDR products, so stuff like the Duo Art, for example, the ELAD Duo, the receivers, transceivers, great QRP transceivers. However, the Perseus is back. And you are very well known for the original Perseus. So would you like to tell us about the Perseus 22?
The Perseus 22 is a 4-channel receiver, and each channel may have up to 4 demodulators. And 2 channels are for HF, 2 channels dedicated for VHF. There is pre-selectors on each channel. The software is completely new and born from the new team collaboration from Micro Telecom and ELAD developers. So this should be the next generation of software that will work also with other products, all the products. Yeah. Now the software is in development, and we think to be ready by September. Okay. The hardware is already almost good, tested, and I think in September we can...
Ready to launch fully with the software. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful software. I don't know if Gary can focus over to the actual software itself, but it's a lovely, lovely clear display, and the refresh rate just seems amazing as well. I mean, it's very, very smooth, isn't it? Yeah. Have you kind of focused on that side?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, have you focused on it being very smooth, the software?
Yes. We'll change in these weeks. We will improve a lot of features. And what I can say is that the 2 channels by 2 channels can be combined to enhance or delete some signals. So this is the new good generation of...
It's the way forward, isn't it? It's the future of SDR, basically.
Yeah, sorry for my English.
Oh, that's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Okay. So, as we said, the original Perseus was an amazing receiver, broke a lot of industry standards when it came to SDR when it first came out. So we're looking forward to the 22. It looks a very positive. As you can see as well, slightly larger unit, so it's just over twice the size of the original unit. And connectivity is all USB connectivity?
USB 3 at full speed, at the super speed, and you can reach up 400 megabytes per second to write files on the PC. So you can record all the channels together.
Yeah, that was a good thing, was the recording on the original.
Yeah,
I had a lot of guys that did a medium wave DXing, and they used to record overnight, and they said that the Perseus was just superb piece of kit. So yeah, so there we go. This, as we said, we hopefully around September time. Again, if you want to do your pre-orders, then just pop it on the website. It's not a problem. It's okay, thank you. Now, the only problem with being filmed all the time is we get caught out, and so do you guys. Hello. Right, now we've had the food and drink, let's get back to the show. And we bumped into some of our favourite suppliers, again, Messi and Paoloni. Let's see what they have to say. Tony back again with you now, and I'm here with Stefano from Messi and Paoloni, and he's got a new product. So he's going to tell us a little bit about the new product, and for those guys that like to do parks on the air, etc., I think you're going to be really interested in this.
Okay. Well, hi everyone. These are the prototype of our new Butaflex 7 we are going to make two models for the park on the air people, and one of the main features is the color of the jacket. Is a yellow, bright yellow color, in order to make sure that when the cable is laid on the ground, it will be very visible. So nobody is going to trample on the cable or to cross over the cable, and the jacket is in polyethylene, so it's a little bit sturdier and so more resistant also to trampling. But okay, the color is to avoid the trampling actually. And as the Pota people are making a lot of activations every year, one of the problems with the cables with a copper foil is that many unwindings and rewindings are causing cracks on the foil, and these cracks are going to endanger the chances that the cable is working the proper way. So what we have done, we've added two copper-clad aluminum braids and copper foil, and so the two braids plus the copper foil and are giving the chance to the cable to be used and to be hundreds of times. So let us say we are testing the cable for 100 times, and we shall be recording every 10 unwindings and rewindings, which are the technical features, and see how the technical features are decaying according to the time we are doing it, up to 100 times. So this is going to be a very sturdy, very durable cable, something suitable, tailor-made for the Pota people.
Yeah, what I noticed as well is how light the cable is, which is obviously a very important part of when you're doing portable operations. So
yes, you're right. It's perfectly right. It's light, it's flexible, so it remains flexible, notwithstanding the double braid, notwithstanding the fact that we used a polyethylene jacket, which is normally stiffer, and just think that the two braids are copper-clad aluminum braids. Have got the same weight of a single copper braid. So the weight is the same, and the flexibility is very good if comparatively with the triple shield. So 3 shields means a great screening efficiency, great durability.
I was going to say, with regards to frequency coverage, are we going up to VHF, UHF with this cable?
Yes, of course, yes. Let us say that this cable has got all the very good technical features of UltraFlex 7.
Okay,
so
brilliant.
Let us say it's a super UltraFlex 7, a version of UltraFlex 7 which is made for people who are using or sometimes abusing about the cable.
Yeah.
So let us say, together with the cable, we shall provide also the connectors and also a very strong strain relief.
Okay.
So the connector and the cable would be protected by a thick silicone rubber, which is protecting from the shocks.
Yeah.
And also a special unwinder, which is giving the chance to unwind and rewind very easily, very quickly, in a proper way, and allowing the person who's making the Pota to push the bobbin inside the rucksack in a very, very neat and tidy way.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. I know myself, when I go portable, the cable gets abused. You roll it, you bend it, try and fit it in. So that's
because if it's going to be rainy, the storm is coming. You're in a hurry. You're recovering as much as possible in the shortest time, and perhaps all this stuff is pushed inside the rucksack, and perhaps very, very sharp and narrow bands are made, and the cable is damaged, is spoiled. So by means of this special lightweight and compact unwinder, we are using now for making this agent test. So as it was a very hard task to accomplish, so I had to think of something making the job easier, and I found it. I'm very happy about this. I want to propose to the market. Good. So I think also it will be a very welcome gadget.
It sounds very interesting, and it's great to see a manufacturer. Obviously, cable has been around for many years in amateur radio, but it's great to see a manufacturer that focuses on the hobby itself. And as you said, you've had a lot of interest in Pota operations.
I love it because this cable is a development behind a lot of questions I made to the people making this sort of activity. So they have been suggesting me everything about what they wanted. So this is a tailor-made cable for them.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Well, look, you heard it here first. Messi and Paoloni. This is going to be a very popular product. I can see it. I can see it happening already. As soon as we get the first samples through, obviously we'll give it a test as well. We'll probably send Gary and Richard back out to the park. He likes to do a bit of portable, Gary.
Great.
So thank you very much.
My
Really
pleasure.
appreciate that. And hopefully we'll do a more in-depth one in the future.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
I shall show you in detail.
Yeah, brilliant. We look forward to it. You take care. Now, one of the main reasons for us travelling to the show is to find new products for our customers. And I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this one. This is the new Linear from RF Kits. And I could tell you more, but let's leave it to the man who actually designed it. So this is Reinhard from RF Kits Amplifier. For those that haven't seen or heard about RF Kit amplifiers, where have you been? Where have you been? Probably one of the, well, I'm sure you're going to tell us otherwise, it probably is the best, most functionable amplifier in the market at the moment.
Yep, that's what that's what I get as feedback from the customers there. Now, well, I would say it is, but feedback is really that's the number one amplifier, especially from a feature set.
Yeah.
From noise level, it's not a jet engine.
Okay.
It's not a vacuum cleaner.
That's a great thing because a lot of customers say about the noise.
Yeah, and the feedback actually is, you know what, Reinhard? The amplifier is quieter than my radio. And that's what I was aiming for because I can't take noise.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking about the physics at the beginning and adding. And now the second point is really I'm focusing on is station integration.
Okay.
So you need so many interfaces right now. Relays, antenna, step-IR, everybody needs something. So that's why we got interfaces like TCIs working with Sun SDR or with the Anon software. It's not a CAT cable, it's all through IP. Using UDP and 1mm.
Okay, yeah.
Doing two things. You don't need a CAT cable, and 1mm controls the amplifier, and that station integration is one of the key features.
I was going to say, we've noticed that a lot with customers lately that they want to operate, as you said, with N1MM. There are 2 or 3 different radios that they're running, and they don't want any extra costs.
How to split the cable, how to, I just got one CAT interface, how to do it.
Yeah.
And honestly, there are a lot of things you can do on a computer,
Yeah.
but it's above and beyond what most of the hams really can manage to get on the computer.
We want to operate.
Yep. So it's also too difficult and things like that. And sometimes, you know what? I don't want to use my station all the time with the computer. I just would like to sit there doing it. So we got them all.
Okay.
And if tomorrow a new interface comes out, we may have it the day after tomorrow.
Wow, that's amazing. So give me some key points with regards to the linear power output, etc.
Well, it's from 1.8 to 54.
Okay.
1.5K, I call it legal limit because biggest market is the US and they need 1.5 kilowatt legal limit.
Rumours are we're getting a little bit more power soon in the UK.
Yeah. So built-in tuner,
Yeah.
built-in pin diode switching. So the CW guys just love it. No more clicker.
Lovely.
All pin diode switching, very fast.
Yeah.
And that's features.
And weight-wise, roughly, what's the weight of the
Well,
linear?
the weight is 16 kilograms.
Okay, it's not
34
horrendous.
pound or something like that. You know, 16 kilogram. That's all it runs from 90 to 290 volt.
Okay.
So that means even for contesters, or field day guys, they got a generator. Just a station right now said, "Here, on it here, we got those tube amplifiers. So barely the generators can make it. Now we bought the amplifier from you. You know what? Same generator, we now making cooking coffee and things like that."
I love it.
That's the stories around. It's so funny.
Okay, so that's kind of the basics really of the linear. However, if we go around to this side, we can take a quick look at the actual unit.
It's really remote control.
Yeah, it is. It is quite.
Which you can do. You don't have to push them away, you know, because it's so silent. But you can control them remotely from any devices, Windows, Android, iPhone, whatever.
So you mentioned it runs on a, did you say VNC?
It runs on VNC, and VNC is available on any platform. So no special software. And the good thing is you always got a one-to-one copy of what you're going to see on your amplifier.
Perfect.
No change of thinking, no different thing. Different sucks as well. We got even built-in contest menu. Oh, somebody like this one.
You have to, I was going to say, you have to bear with us. The Wi-Fi here is awful, isn't it? We've been trying to access emails and the Wi-Fi is awful here at the moment.
Some people even like this cross needle instrument.
That's nice, actually. That is nice.
Yeah. Oh, some people even like the contest menu. In a contest, your screen is full with a lot of other stuff. Yeah. Type. Gonna go to contest. Click. Oh, hold on. And close. Now we get a contest menu.
Yeah.
So, and you can size it then on your computer screen, put it in the corner.
Yeah.
So the only thing you need to know in a contest is power going out. Yes or no?
Makes sense, yes. You can focus in mainly on your contacts.
If there's an error, do a reset, be on again.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fill up your computer screen. Yeah. So a lot of feedback from hams, from users, it's built in.
Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant.
and
that's what we like. Yeah, I was saying with some of the other manufacturers as well, it's great to see manufacturers coming out and working with amateurs within the hobby for the products.
Well, no matter what anybody thinks how good he is, nobody has a full picture.
Very true.
Nobody has a full picture. That's why you need to listen to guys out there.
Yeah.
And I could talk for hours what features in there, like 16 external antenna you can connect and store this. And it's a lot of station integration.
Love it.
But you're going to get all this information
Exactly.
out to you guys, not from
That's good, which is what we want to see. So we're going to take a quick walk around with Gary now. We're going to have a quick look. He's switching over, so bear me a second. We're doing this on the fly as we normally do. It's the best way. Don't like all that rehearsed stuff,
So
do
now
we?
we're back to the normal speed.
There we go.
And everybody likes this one. Oh yeah, I need it. Come on. Shitty network here. Anyhow, we're gonna go.
I'm blaming the Wi-Fi. I'm blaming the Wi-Fi. So we're gonna take a look at the main unit itself, the RF2K -S, and it is a lovely looking linear. And as Reinhardt explained, as you can see on the front of the linear itself, if you want to come around here, Gary, you'll see an exact copy. So let's get Gary to show that. Here we go. Oh, just grab.
All right.
I'm going to show that, so bear with us. Here we go. Right. That's okay. So we're going to see the front of the linear here, as you can see, and then if we move across to the iPad, exactly the same. So like you said, it's just going to be muscle memory when it comes to operating. There's no issues there at all. But I mean, this has been running all day and I can't hear it.
Sorry?
I said the linear's been running all day here and I can't hear a noise.
Yeah, so why should the fan? It's actually one of the most of the calls I'm gonna get. Hey, Ron, the fan's not running. And I said, why should they run? Yeah. Well, I'm used when as soon as push to talk, the fan's running. And the fans are not running. So we switch the fans on.
Yeah, let's have a look. Can we have a little listen? Can we test your work?
Oh, well, right now it's standby.
It's fine.
There's no
a lot of linears still make a noise on standby, so
you won't hear anything. Can't hear it.
Are you sure this is change? There's a very tiny noise.
Download the radio and I'm going to put 1.5 out.
There we go. So yeah, as you can see all here, I should say, it just works so smoothly. It really does. It really does. And
that's what it is. I can't take noise in the shack. No. Yeah. And that's why it sits there and you don't hear it. Yeah. Even making a QSO, it starts at 42 degrees very soft.
Yeah.
But most of the hams never gonna get it above 55 degrees.
Sure.
And it's just, there's a guy 5 before HEN, Bob, I need to mention him.
The Bob?
Yeah, and we were working together, so on a pin diode switching and to filter boards and that. And he did some tests and compared it to others. And he said at full power, full speed, it's 33 dB.
Wow.
And he was looking in the list. There's a reference.
Sure.
What does 33 dB means? Behind is whisper quiet. That's what the amp is.
Perfect, which is absolutely great news. And there is other great news as well if you are interested in the RF kit linear. You got some good news for them, Reinhard?
Well, the good news, I think, is actually, I know the good news.
You know the good news.
Don't bother me, bother him.
Exactly that. So we are really, really happy to say that you are able to buy the RF kit linears direct from Martin Lynch and Sons. Obviously, get your pre-orders in when you can, because you're a busy man, aren't you? So the more notice, exactly. Look at the booth. Oh, can you see how busy the booth is there? Look. So if you do want to place an order, I would say, as per usual with ML&S, place the order early, and we can get one reserved for you, and it will be custom built basically for you.
Yep. No, well, it's custom built. It is really, all of them are the same. There's no customization.
No, it's customization in the fact that if they want one, that's theirs and it's reserved, and there's no phone call from me saying, sorry, but we haven't got your linear anymore. It's there and reserved for you.
I'm shipping to you your order, and based off the orders coming in, and
Perfect.
then right now 6 to 8 weeks shipping time.
Perfect.
And well, we increased capacity in the factory, and my goal is to come down to a 4 weeks lead time.
Okay, should be perfect. So that's great. So direct from the man himself. Get your orders in early. Be first in the queue, and we're going to get one of these for the showroom, I think, as well.
Yeah.
We're going to treat ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
A good treat. Also, if you want one that's a little bit special,
That's how I started.
you can do back to the original red design.
Yeah, so I need to tell you that joke around, being a date at convention.
Yeah.
And I needed a power distributor,
Okay.
which I hadn't had for the US. And I said, you know what, guys, somebody out at the flea market sells it. So I went out to the flea market, we're walking around, oh, this guy had one. And I was going in the end, he said, can I have him? I need this. And he said, well, I need it too. Why? So he stuck 3 little power supplies, and they were all connected. So because I'm doing amplifier, and I said, yeah, I'm doing amplifier too. Where are you from? I said, Germany. Are you the one with the red amplifier?
There you go.
Anybody somewhere. Oh, it's just joking. That's why red is my color.
Okay, so that is available if they want special order. We can
Honestly,
get a red one for
some
them.
guys said, well, I would like to get a red front.
Yeah.
I shipped quite a bunch of those.
Perfect. Well, we'll give you the option on the website. Look for the drop down, etc. And Reinhard, been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
And
much.
as I said, we're really proud and happy to be here. Yeah,
Get more of those nice conversations.
exactly. Furthermore. So we'll see you soon. Thank you. On to the next one.
Cheers, bye-bye. Bye.
Great news there that we will be supplying the RF kit amplifiers very, very soon. So get your pre-orders in. And for those of you that are a little bit more tech-minded, we sent Gary to have a wander around and see what he could find of interest.
Okay, so when you keep walking around, I've actually come across a really interesting little project, and this is a Meshcom 4. Now, this is an open source project, and I didn't get your name.
Mike,
Mike.
Oscar Echo 3, Mike Zulu Charlie.
Oh. Right, well, tell us a little bit about it.
Meshcom 4.0, as you mentioned, is a nice project started in Austria. And it's based on LoRa modulation on 70 centimeters. So we are running it on 433 megahertz. And all you need is to buy one of these nice and relatively cheap modules that have an ESP32 chip on it and a LoRa chip, LoRa transmitter, and sometimes also some GPS. So then you go on our website of ICSSW.org, which is the Institute of Citizen Science for Space and Wireless Communication, and there you will find the Meshcom 4.0 firmware for the corresponding boards, and you just flash it and you enter your call sign and up you go. What can you do actually with that? It's intended to transmit some kind of messages, like a chat room, like on WhatsApp or any other of these chat apps. There is obviously also an app available for Android and iOS. And you just enter your call sign and you can text with all your friends, and it's a mesh net.
It's got quite a good range.
Yeah, good range, because LoRa modulation is kind of spread spectrum modulation, so it's very robust against interference. And we are running our modules. Sometimes they have about 100 milliwatt, so that's not a lot, but a range of 20 kilometers or even more. So that's great, and you can extend the range. So we have to say, first of all, it's a mesh network, so everybody who switches on is actually acting as a repeater. That's one of the interesting capabilities of that Meshcom 4.0 network. But also you can extend the network by creating your own gateway, or having a gateway on a repeater on a hill somewhere on a location which has a good coverage, and you can connect this gateway to the internet or the Hamnet. And extend the coverage to the server, and so getting all the messages. We are getting and exchanging messages even with the guy sitting in Singapore. So that's really fun, and we look forward to see Meshcom 4.0 growing around the world like a virus.
And yeah, exactly. And I really do wish you all the luck with this, because this does look like a really good fun project.
You know, also many people like to see this dashboard, because they want to get.
Oh yeah.
They want to see that they are on the dashboard, that they can be seen on the dashboard. And we have been flying on the balloon, on the high altitude balloon that they just launched out there.
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah, and one of the messages is already coming via the balloon.
Wow. Okay.
And of course, you can not just transmit your own data, your chat information, but also telemetry and weather information, position data. It's compatible with APRS. So it's fully following the APRS protocol standard.
But this is taking APRS to another level.
It is. We call it unified communication. So regardless of what kind of unit you're using, hardware you're using to enter the message or to receive the message, it will actually send the message from APRS handheld to the Meshcom module or to some of these pagers, or any other. You could even connect it to VARA on shortwave. So it's regardless what kind of source you are using, you will always be connected.
Brilliant. Wish you so much luck with this. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And of course you can do it via the satellite. Probably mentioned that. You could also replace your radio that you connect to the up converter of a QO100 geostationary satellite uplink with one of these Meshcom modules. So the Meshcom signal, the LoRa signal, will be up converted to the wideband transponder of the satellite, and actually consider you are out there in the desert, in the Sahara somewhere, sitting in a camp. You can set up this little dish and connect to the QO100 satellite and communicate with your smartphone and chat again with your friends all around the world.
That is fantastic.
And that's all amateur radio. And that's what we present here on the Open Innovation Zone of IIAU.
Yeah, and that's what ham radio is all about.
You're right.
So, brilliant. Lovely. Thank you again.
Yeah, share the fun.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, before we go, we'd just like to say a big thank you from everyone here at ML&S for your hospitality in Friedrichshafen. It was an amazing time, and we met some wonderful amateurs and some amazing suppliers. So hi to those that never got featured in this video. Hi to Laz Tuna, hi to Ciro Mazzoni, hi to the ICOM and Kenwood family as well. Great to see the ID50 and the THD 75 on display, but as you know, with ML&S, we'll be doing a video about all of these products in the future. So thanks again for watching, and if you get a chance, make sure you visit.